Hey there folks, and welcome back to the I Am CDB project. I of course am your host CDB. You are not, and today we've got a special offering to show you, and this is the raw shaving RS-18 clear cut definitive edition razor. And if you've been wanting to see a introduction to this razor or a look at it, you can thank Alexander, or we call him El Chapo, or Oy Vey, because he reached out to Raw Shaving, or they were in communication with him, and he recommended that he send this razor to me to try, and so I agreed to do it. And of course, when I agreed to do it, I always said, hey, as long as I'm open to speak honestly and candidly, I'll do it. And the only caveat that Raw Shaving had was, look, this is a premium offering that took a lot of engineering and effort, so we'd appreciate it if you wouldn't focus on the cost alone. And I will not focus on the cost alone of this razor, although I will touch on it because it's impossible to get around, because this is a premium offering. This is a $375 razor, and we're going to talk about it a little. Normally I don't work from notes, but in the case of this particular razor, because it is a premium razor and a premium offering, I think it's important to read off some of the materials to you so you can take that into consideration. Again, I encourage you to go to the Raw Shaving website, check it out for yourself, do your due diligence, and see whether this appeals to you or not. But a couple of things. Again, this is the RS-18 Clear Cut Definitive Edition. This is 316 stainless steel. This is designed and manufactured in the United States, so if that's important to you, it's good. It's about 3.8 ounces. The interesting thing about this razor is it has these lubricating strips, which you see here, which are sort of plastic, almost rubbery is the way it feels. They feel like hard plastic when you get them out of the box, but when you use them, they almost feel slightly rubbery and soft. It's very, very interesting. And I must admit, when I first pulled this razor out and I put the lubricating strips in, and I'll disassemble it in a minute so you can see it, I was a little bit skeptical, quite frankly, of these lubricating strips. I mean, clearly it adds something to the aesthetic part of the razor. As you look up there, that's kind of neat the way they stick out. But I think it really does add something. At least these ones here on the bottom, it does come across very smooth, and we'll use this razor on video so you can sort of see it. And the feedback, the audio feedback on this razor is just amazing. Anyway, these strips, which I'll pull out for you in a minute, are supposed to last 3 to 4 months. Now, I looked on their website. I'm not sure what those strips cost to replace. This particular one came with, I think, 4 sets. I don't know how the regular offering comes, and I'll get more into that in a moment. The blade gap on this model, which was Model A, is 0.65. It is medium aggressive, but I can tell you it's pretty efficient. It feels very, very smooth. The one thing I'll say about this razor, for me, it feels very smooth. I've used it the last 2 days, which is why you'll see a little bit of residue on those lubricating strips. It's very, very smooth. Now, one of the things I need to get into with this razor before I break it down a little for you is cost. I have to touch on it. There's no way around it. This is $375, which makes it a super premium offering. Now, Raw Shaving, Avi at Raw Shaving says, look, it's because the engineering that went into it, the precision, and it is very precisely machined. There's no rough edges. It is very, very good in its machining. And I can tell you right now, before you even see it, it's a very, very good shaver too. It is very smooth, medium aggressive, but it just feels great when you use it. I can tell you that. $375, a lot of scratch though, so you'll have to take that into consideration when buying it. And also these lubricating strips, which are said to last between 3 to 4 months. How much are they going to be when you have to replace them? I don't know at the time of shooting of this razor. Another thing I want to mention about this, there are companies like Timeless and Above the Tie that offer guarantees with their product. The only thing I could find on the website for this particular product is a 14-day return policy. Whereas in 14 days, if you don't like it, you can send it back minus shipping. Folks like Timeless offer an unconditional, they'll exchange it for something else and so forth. They offer a little more robust guarantee, in my opinion. For my money, personally, I would like to see a more unconditional guarantee for a product of this cost. And again, not focusing on cost, but I think you need to bring additional value beyond the razor itself, this is an immaculate razor that is well machined, and I believe they said they have a patent or at least a patent pending, I'm not sure, on these lubricating strips. This is unique to their design as far as I know, so consider that as well. It took a lot to engineer this razor, and so therefore that is reflected in the hefty price tag. But anyway, there's a 14-day return policy on this guy, so if you don't like it within 2 weeks, you could return it so long as it's in immaculate condition or just like the way you got it. However, I did notice no returns on razor stands, shaving brushes, or not replacements, so you cannot return those things, which I think is fairly standard in most places unless there's a defect or something. And you do have to get the return authorized in advance. So it's a little different from, say, the timeless unconditional guarantee, and I think a Raw Shaving ought to maybe consider something like that, though, where we just want you to be happy with this product and we're going to do everything we can. Now, they may stand behind it if you reach out to them and you have an issue. They may go that level, but it's not documented on the website at the time of this shooting like timeless is. So just a little bit of a comparison there. The one thing I will say is this guy is unique, has a design that's very, very unique, and I'm going to go ahead and put this documentation in my pocket and take it apart for you. Whoops, and there fell out one of the lubricating strips. Stand by just a moment. Okay, and anyway, here you see the lubricating strip, which of course does pick up some residue and so forth, and it goes right there on the bottom of the razor. And as you use it, I believe there's some sort of coating on there or something that provides some additional lubrication. I'm not positive on that, but that's just the way it feels to me. And as you can look at it there, if that comes into focus, it does a good job of adding to the shave, I believe. I was skeptical, to be honest. It kind of feels similar to some of the cart razors, the way they have those lubricating strips. Once they get wet, they really feel smooth. This does a similar thing. And there's a closer look at the head. And I'll show you an unboxing here in just a moment, show you the way it came. Before I get to that, however, I want to tell you, I'm not sure that if you order the RS-18 for that $375, you get this box. I want to make that clear before I show it to you, because I assumed when I got it that this is the way it comes for $375. It is fantastic, the box that they sent it to me in. However, when I looked on their website, it looked like it was a gift set that runs about $675. And again, I've reached out to Raw Shaving, but I don't know if I'll hear back by the time I edit this video and post it. So you can always reach out to them if you have questions. My guess is you don't get this really fancy premium box with the regular RS-18 offering, that is a separate thing. But again, you'll have to reach out to them or check yourself and find out. But do keep that in mind, because don't just assume you're going to get what I'm going to show you here in a few minutes. Anyway, there's also a lubricating strip in the top of the razor that goes right there. And again, this is very, very unique. It's kind of a pain to get out. You almost need something to sort of pry it out. I don't have fingernails. It's kind of tough for me to get that guy off of there. What I wanted to do is show you what the razor looks like without those lubricating strips. And again, I quite frankly was like, man, this looks a little gimmicky when I got this out of the box, but when I used it, I was like, that feels pretty doggone smooth. So that's what the razor looks like without the lubricating strips inserted. One thing I want to say is, see those posts there? Those posts secure the blade very, very well. We'll go ahead and put these lubricating strips back in for you. And this one goes like this, and it protrudes up to the razor, which is a nice look, I think. And we'll put the base plate back on. Sorry, I'm not showing you as I'm doing it. Sometimes you lose track of where your hands are on these videos, and we'll screw it back on. It is a little gimmicky, I thought, but I got to tell you, when you use this razor, you can feel that smoothness, excuse me, or at least I can. So again, this is the RS-18 Clear Cut Definitive Edition, which retails $375. Again, a lot of scratch. You're going to have to determine whether or not you're in the market for a premium razor and whether or not you think this will meet your needs. I quite frankly am not really in the market for a super premium razor, although I will say I'm impressed by this razor. Would I spend my own money on it? No, to be very, very honest and frank. But it's not because I think the razor lacks anything at all. It's just I am not in the market for a premium razor of this cost, personally, at this at this particular time. It is a great razor. I love the way it shaves. I wonder how much these lubricating strips are. Again, it's information I don't have at the time of shooting here. But I must say, it's a fantastic shaver in terms of shaving. It is very smooth. It does provide a unique sort of experience, I think. Again, I'm not going to plunk down 375 myself, but it's not because the razor is deficient in any way, because I think it's beautifully engineered. It is beautifully made. It comes with a tremendous presentation, or at least the box that I got it in, which you may not get. It's a really good razor and a really good shaver, I can tell you that, before we even show you the shaving video, which we'll do here in a few minutes. But before I get to that, let me go ahead and give you a look, or sort of an unboxing, and give you a look at that, what I think is a gift box set. Go ahead and take a look. All right, folks, so I wanted to give you a look at the packaging, or at least the way it was sent to me. Now, again, I want to caveat, I'm not sure that this is the way the RS-18 clear cut definitive edition comes to you if you just order the regular offering. As I looked at their website, I noticed they sold a gift edition of razors that comes with this nice box, but I wanted to show you this really nice box and presentation. On the website, the razor that I looked at that came with this box was $675, which of course is a lot of scratch, but I still felt it was worth showing you this razor. Again, I've reached out to Raw Shaving, but at the time of shooting, I'm not sure that this is how the RS-18 would come to you if you just order the razor itself. But I want to show this to you because it's probably the best presentation of a razor I've ever seen. And at first, it comes with a very nice box, which comes in a sleeve like so, that comes off, and of course a very hefty, non-chintzy box, and you pull the top off there. Inside there's some product information that shows a little bit about the razor, which is tough to see in that light. Raw Shaving, a little card that talks about welcome to the world of elite shaving, and in comes the box itself, which is just absolutely luxurious. This is premium, folks, all around. Very nice box, some sort of maybe laminate wood or something. I'm not sure what the material is, but it is quite gorgeous. And you see the RS for Raw Shaving, and as you open it, you see the razor. Now, one thing I want to mention, right now this razor has the lubricating strips inserted. That's not the way it comes. It comes without them put in. I've been using this the last couple of days, so I just left them in. This has a very satisfying magnetic opening and closing. It is super premium. Very nice. I just wanted to show you that because I felt it was just absolutely gorgeous and stunning. The box itself, and of course you have the Raw Shaving logos here, just super nice. And we'll pull out the razor, and there again is a look at the razor itself with the lubricating strips inserted, which you'll see at the top here and below. We'll talk a little bit about those during the actual shave, but I did want to give you a look at the actual razor, or a close-up look. Anyway, it is really a gorgeous razor. Now keep in mind there might be some fingerprints and so forth on it because I've been using it the last couple of days. Really nice. This is 316 stainless steel. Another thing I want to show you is you pull this tray out, and inside you see another box at the bottom, and these are the lubricating strips, which there are a number in there. I'm not sure how many. There are like maybe 4 or so that comes with it. I didn't count them, but it looks like to be about 4. Again, very nice. Let's wipe the fingerprints off that. It fits very nicely in the bottom of that box. And again, the tray goes in and your razor. Again, I'm not sure that this really wonderful box comes with your RS-18 if you order it, but I did want to show it to you. I did reach out to Avi at Raw Shaving to try to figure that out. I saw on the website that they sell this box with the razor and stand as sort of like a gift set for $675, which of course is a lot of money, but it's so gorgeous I wanted to show it to you. That's really premium. Even the way it opens and closes is premium. And so again, another look at the razor and box just the way it came to me, just for your consideration. And let's get on with the rest of the look at this razor. All right, so there you have it, the Raw Shaving RS-18 Clear Cut Definitive Edition razor, which is absolutely beautiful. You see the sun's coming out. I hope we're going to have a beautiful day today. You folks down in the Carolinas and both Carolinas, stay safe. Hurricane Florence is rolling through there. I know you've got a lot of winter rain. I hope you were safe down there. May God bless and protect you. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB You're Not, once again bringing you the Clear Cut Definitive Edition RS-18 by Raw Shaving. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.